fiqh that those that are in charge of a masjid, many of you may be familiar with this, you may have heard this, mutawalli, or what we call trustees over here. So they act as if they are the awliya, the mutawallis of the haram, whereas they have no right to be so. Why? وَمَا كَانُوا أَوْلِيَاءَ إِنْ أَوْلِيَاهُ لِلْمُتَّقُونَ. The true mutawallis of a masjid can be those that have the taqwa of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, those that have a fear of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they fulfill the commandments of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, stay away from haram. So over here in this ayah, we understand a sifa, a quality that should be sought out, that if a person is serving in this capacity or other similar capacities, then they should be worried. They should make a concentrated effort that at the same time they should increase in their taqwa as well. Although they may be involved in just managing, etc., etc. So that's in its place, but a person's own individual taqwa should also increase with that. So وَمَا كَانُوا أَوْلِيَاءَ, the true mutawallis of the masjid of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala are those that have taqwa of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's one. Second, in awliya al-muttaqun also, that they think they are the friends of Allah ta'ala, they're awliya. This wali, we also hear this, friends of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The true wali of Allah ta'ala, wilayah can only come with taqwa. There's no wilayah without taqwa. There's no friendship with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, being close to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. A person may claim that I did this and I did that, I do so much dhikr and tilawah and such great things I do. But if the basis of Islam, staying away from haram, fulfilling one's fara'id and obligations and responsibilities, if that taqwa is not there, then all of the extras and whatever he may think that he is doing makes him so great. None of that will mean anything in reality. وَلَكِنَّ أَكْثَرَهُمْ لَا يَعْلَمُونَ. Most of them have no knowledge of this. لَكِنَّ أَكْثَرَهُمْ, most of them, the Quran Kareem is saying most of them. Often, today it's almost an argument that people make, that most people do this, most people this, most people that. The Quran Kareem, many ayat that this has come, that many such people, they are wrong. Many such people, they don't know what's correct. Many such people are going towards the wrong direction. So many people doing something doesn't make it right. Many people doing something doesn't make it right? Just as today, there are very clear wrongs that are occurring that everyone will agree, but many people do it. That doesn't make it correct. That doesn't make it right. The third quality that Quran Kareem speaks about, or the wrong characteristic, and they should not be doing this, is the reality of what they do. So the mushrikun, the kuffar of Mecca, what was their form of ibadah? They would go around, they would perform tawaf as well, but what would they say? For example, if we say adhkar and tilawah and dua in our tawaf of Baytullah, what would they do? They would whistle, they would hoot, they would clap, right? These type of sounds, meaning not even things which are wrong, but just animalistic kind of acts. So وَمَا كَانَ صَلَاتُهُمْ عِنْدَ الْبَيْتِ, their salah, their version of worshipping Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and praying to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, what does it consist of? Muka'an wa tasdiya. Muka refers to whistling, tasdiya refers to clapping. Meaning things which have no meaning, just making sound, hooting, right? These kind of acts. The Quran came said that this is what your salah is. On the one hand, this is how you are serving Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. On the other, those that want to come and truly worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you're blocking their way, you're not allowing them. So this is the third. فَذُوقُوا الْعَذَابَ بِمَا كُنْتُمْ تَكْفُرُونَ. You shall taste the punishment, or taste the punishment, بِمَا كُنْتُمْ تَكْفُرُونَ, because of your disbelief. What was that? Adab, one tafsir of that, as we have in the translation here, or some mufassirun will say, is the adab at the time of Badr. Mean the defeat in Badr. Adab at the time of Badr means the defeat in Badr. This was a form of adab as well. That an army or a group which was considered to be stronger, and they considered themselves to be stronger and more powerful, and they had more equipment, etc., etc. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala disgraced them in front of the whole world, that a small group of people who had little to nothing, they were able to defeat them in the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We make dua that Allah ta'ala gives us the understanding of the Quran.